Hey everybody, Alonzo here with GulfCoastSmoke.com, and today we're comparing Montreal steak seasoning versus Uncle Chris's gourmet steak seasoning. Just like every other comparison video, we're not extremely focused on what we're cooking, but I will let you know that we are cooking some prime ribeyes on the Weber kettle, and these seasonings, we did want to do them today because they are extremely easy to find. We find them in pretty much every single grocery store that we go into. We'll start with Montreal steak seasoning, and I want to show you guys the ingredients here. Coarse salt, spices, garlic, onion, the good stuff. And because coarse salt is the first ingredient, obviously that's going to be salty. And I can tell from the bottle, but we'll pour some out, that this is extremely coarse. And I think that that's why a lot of people actually like it, because you get a nice coarseness out of this seasoning. It's going to leave a pretty good texture on your steak. Second, we have Uncle Chris's gourmet steak seasoning. The ingredients here: salt, MSG, spices, garlic, onion. A lot of the same stuff. This one does have that MSG, so I don't mind it at all, but if you don't like MSG, this might not be the seasoning for you. From here, I can also see that this one is decently coarse. It's obviously a little bit different right off the bat. So I see a lot of green spices in here, and the same thing. I think that this is going to leave a really good texture on the steak. If any of y'all have ever tried any of these seasonings, let me know in the comments below which one you like more or which one you think is going to win in the end. If you have any recommendations on any sauce, seasoning, or even cooking method comparisons, also let us know. We're always looking for nice ideas, and we love interacting with you guys and giving you exactly what you want. All right, steaks are looking good, smelling good. It's time for dinner. So let's wrap up this seasoning comparison. I'm gonna take off the glasses. I'm gonna put on my 5-year-old's mask, whatever the heck this thing is called. Now, I'm gonna ask my wife to walk up, give me a piece of steak, and we're gonna talk about this and see which one we like better. It's hard to breathe with this thing. Good? Right hand, left hand?
Either.
Okay. Oh, that's good. All right, so this is one piece of steak. It looks like it just fell apart, or it feels like it. So let's take a bite. Prime steak, prime ribeye. So hard to beat. It's delicious, salty. Salty, maybe some other spices in there, pepper, garlic. That to me tastes like a pretty typical beef rub. I don't really get texture out of that, so I'm thinking that that one's Uncle Chris's, but we'll see in just a second. Let me taste the other one first.
Right hand again.
Good. All right. So now, second bite. This is Uncle Chris's. I can tell. I'm gonna take this off. It's a little dirty. Sorry, Penny. Sorry, I'm all dirty and stuff, but I don't want to have any cuts because I want you guys to know that this is 100% true and there's no cuts and there's nothing funky going on. So I would say that The first one was Montreal steak, and the second one was Uncle Chris's, right?
Yep.
Okay, so I was honestly expecting more texture out of the out of the Montreal steak seasoning. It didn't have as much texture as I thought it was gonna have. And I have had both of these seasonings before, but it's been, I mean, what, 2 years? It's ever since we started doing our own and started trying to make our own, we basically haven't had much of any others. So I was a little surprised to not get that texture out of the Montreal steak. It tasted to me like a pretty standard steak rub. I mean, salt, pepper, maybe a little bit of garlic, nothing crazy. I will say this, as soon as I took the bite of the Uncle Chris's, I knew it was Uncle Chris's because it was just different. Uncle Chris's, you could taste that MSG right off the rip, in my opinion. You get a nice flavor there, and that green, whatever that green is that's in there, I don't know exactly, but I think that gives off a pretty dominant flavor, and that's why I could instantly tell that that was Uncle Chris's. And I would honestly have to go with Uncle Chris's today. So Montreal steak is good, but like I said, to me it's just a standard rub. There's nothing crazy about it. Uncle Chris's had that beautiful flavor in there that I would recommend through and through. I've had Uncle Chris's on vegetables before. I love it on vegetables, and I think that overall it's just a very good seasoning. If you guys enjoyed a video like this, let me know by leaving a thumbs up. If you enjoy our content, subscribe to the channel. It obviously helps us grow, and we're hoping to hit 5,000 before the end of the year. I'm not sure if it's possible, but you guys can help us out if you enjoy the content. As always, I really appreciate you guys tuning into this video. Thanks, and we'll see you on the next one.